everyone, so this video is just going to be a quick tutorial. I thought I would do my makeup and I thought I would share that with you. I am going to be using the Barry M Trio eyeshadow, which is test 4, number 117, and this is like I think it's called Tropical. So there's the colours, those are the colours, so you've got a purple, and they're all shimmer ones. This one's got a slight shimmer of blue to it as well, and then you've got yellow, I'm really into my yellows at the moment, and blue, and I obviously always love blue. So let's get started. So I haven't done my face yet, I haven't done anything other than actually I haven't even put moisturiser on, I thought I had. Let's put moisturiser on together. Sounds a bit dodgy. So the moisturiser I'm using is the Vitamin E Skincare. You can use this for your body or for just your face. That's what I use it for. I just use it for just my face. I went quite dark yesterday, so I thought, why not go a bit brighter today, like my face appears to be right now. Hopefully it won't on the actual video itself, but right now it does look really bright. Anyway, so the next thing I'm going to use is the BB cream by Superdrug. I didn't really like this when I first bought it. I'm kind of only using it because I don't have a primer for my face, and this does have a primer in it. So it's a BB and Blemish Balm is the ultimate all-in-one cream combination. A moisturiser, a primer and concealer, and a foundation to create a natural forest looking complexion in an instant. Now this doesn't cover my skin very well, probably because there's a moisturiser in it and there's a primer in it, but I just use this as just like a base. It's also it gives me quite a dewy look, and some people like that look, but I'm not one of I like a matte finish. I don't like to look dewy, really. So I've got it in the colour Light. This is quite dark anyway, so if you've got ivory skin, you're quite pale, then this is going to give you some colour, your bronze look. Maybe I need to go for a darker one, maybe I'll get a better coverage with a darker one, I don't know, but as you can see I pop it all over my face, and then I use my hands for this. I don't use my stippling brush. I feel like I get a better coverage with my hand. Be careful with this stuff though, because if you get a little bit of it in your eye, it makes your eyes water. Really, really water. So like I say, this is just kind of like a base for me. Remember to drag it down your... Can you see what I mean about the dewy look? It gives me quite a bit of... It gives me a shine as well, which I don't like. Anyway, so next is my foundation. Once again, Bethan didn't get all her stuff sorted before she did this video. A lot of my videos are just like, ooh, I'll do this video. So, right, okay, so you've seen me do this, use this before. It's the Flawless Matte one, and I tend to concentrate on my problem areas, which is these areas here, because I get quite red cheeks. And I put it onto my hand first and then dab. easier. Then I use my stippling brush, which I've just cleaned, so it's really nice and lovely, which is the e.l.f. stippling brush. I do want to change my stippling brush, my brush, to the Real Techniques brush, but there's a fair few brushes actually that has taken my interest. The most recent one I've discovered is Fearless Cosmetics. They're from Australia. They're an Australian company. You know what I really hate is when you've just cleaned your brushes and then they go dirty again. It's like, oh, I don't want to use them. Right. Gonna just put a little bit more on because the redness is still quite prominent. And I just lightly buff in. Not which sometimes I do find myself doing if I'm in a rush and I'm not concentrating about what I'm doing. I sometimes find myself going, which, no, is probably not the right way of doing it. Well, isn't the right way of doing it. Right, okay. That's done. Now I need my primer. I have my makeup into like toolboxes. I can't wait to get a vanity desk or, you know, proper makeup carriers. I can't wait to have my makeup organised and have drawers for each one, you know, for eyeshadow and eyeliners and mascaras and foundations and one day that will be my dream. I'm not going to put anything underneath my eyes because I don't feel like I really need it. I will put some, if I can find it. I'm going to just use the e.l.f. all-in-one, but it's really used for concealer. And I'm just going to, sometimes I use a brush. But if I use this all on my face, all over my face, it makes me look really, really pale. And because of my natural skin colour, it looks really odd. So it's too pale for me, this one, but it is quite a good little concealer or highlighter as well. Okay, so down to the fun stuff. Right, so first of all I'm going to use the yellow, then it's going to be the purple, and then I'm going to end with blue. I'm also going to put a little bit of black in it just to emphasise, really. First of all, I'm going to be putting the jumbo milk. I need to clean that because I used it yesterday. Sorry about that. Just needs to clean it off. I forgot to clean that. Okay, so just all over the eyelid. Doesn't have to be neat and pretty, but the beauty about these pencils is that they're really creamy, so they go on really, really nicely. So if any of you watched my my black smoky eye video I uploaded yesterday, I used a pencil, an eye pencil. If you use one of these, or Barry M have got some as well, crayons, I think they call them. These are a lot creamier and a lot easier to use, and you know, they're just as good as blending, but yeah, they are. Anyway, so I'm just gonna soften the edges slightly with my finger. You can use a pencil, sorry, not a pencil, a brush, but yeah, so I'm just putting it underneath here because I've just in this 2 seconds decided it's going to go all around. Because I didn't really know what I was going to do for this video, I just saw my Barry M thing and went, ooh, I'll do that. So, like most of you already know, my videos aren't scripted and edited, so anything could happen, you know? Yes. So, now, I don't know if any of you have noticed, but there is a bit of I am an artist as well. That sounds really like, I'm an artist. I am an artist. I love doing art. I do a lot of my own artwork. Well, I do all my own artwork for my company, Days of Glory Clothing. But it also comes through into my makeup, and like I do fine detail, and sometimes I find myself doing it with my makeup. I'm just like, just get on with it. So yeah, sometimes when I go over things, or I just, yeah, it gets annoying for me too. Sometimes I'm just like, oh, just get on with it. Anyway, so I'm going to use the yellow first. Sorry, this one first. Now, I don't know how pigmented these are because I haven't really used this one. I know that the purple's quite pigmented, but I'm not sure about the yellow. Yeah, it'll do. The brush I'm using is just a normal brush. It's quite cheap. I don't even know where I got it from. But it's good for stippling or dabbing the eyeshadow on. And that's all I use for this brush for. It's not good with, it wouldn't be any good for blending or anything like that. I hope you can see what I'm doing. I have moved my camera, like my thing around, so you can, because I thought I covered my hands a lot over my face with the last one, so this one you can probably see what I'm doing better. So bring the yellow down because we're going to graduate it underneath the eye as well. And then tap off the excess. Using the same brush, go for the purple, which is that one, and it's going to be like a three-way without sounding dodgy. And I always place it slightly over the yellow as well because it's easier to blend that way. Or for me it blends nicer. And sometimes I go too far. So far this palette isn't too bad, but I'm finding it really difficult to get it out of the out of here. But as far as pigment, they're good. It's not the best pigment I've ever had, or I've ever seen, but It's still pretty good. The blue's really nice. The blue goes on really, really nicely. Feel like a exotic bird at the moment. Oh, I forgot to put the purple on. If I used feathers, then I would put feathers on this, but obviously being a vegetarian, and this being for vegetarians and vegans, I'm not going to. And I don't suggest you do it if you're not a vegetarian. But, you know, if they did. Do they do fake feathers? I know that they collect feathers humanely out of like old nests and stuff, because I know that there's a company, I don't know if many of you know about down, you know, down jackets and down, well, down's used in a lot of things, but yeah, there is a company that actually does it all humanely, so no animal is touched through the process. I really want a down jacket, but I don't want a down jacket that has been inhumanely gathered. Excuse me. A lot of the time, the down comes from the meat industry. I know all this because my other half, he loves down jackets, and he has one. So he told me all about it, because I was like, it's feathers, you know, it's taken from birds and stuff, and he was like, and then he explained it all to me, and I was like, oh right, okay, well, if I can get a down jacket that's humanely gathered from nests that aren't used anymore, I will check that out. Really expensive though, but I'd spend that if it meant an animal was humanely treated. So anyway, so now it's time to blend. So I'm just gonna, I should have blended from the outside in, so that you don't, excuse me, transfer too much of the dark, ooh, hiccups, darker colour from this side over to the yellow. So to just blend this first, and remember to use a clean brush, or you could just use a separate brush for this area over this area. Remember to blend slowly, don't go too quickly. You'll be able to see what I'm doing better on the other eye, I think. Right, so I'll just start on this one. And then blend this way in. Just gonna make this one be a little bit tougher, so I'm just gonna use the actual blending eco tool. And for the actual eyeshadow itself, I'm blending out that way and blending instead of blending in this way. I will be reapplying some makeup, some more colour, because I think I've lost the the purple slightly. Right, so I'm just going to highlight. I'm going to use the matte, sleek matte palette, and I'm just going to use that one there. And that is going to go by my brows. And then I'm going to graduate it down so it helps me blend out these colours a bit more. I will do some more everyday looks, like quite matte looks, but this for me at the moment is an everyday look because I like to be bright and colourful with my makeup. I'm not really worried about what people think. So just moving my table. I did for a very, very long time. I was like, oh, I can't wear bright makeup, people think I'm a weirdo. I don't care anymore. If people don't like me then, and don't like me the way that I do my eye makeup, then so be it. I've got friends. I don't need any more that don't like me for who I am. So yeah. If you want to wear bright makeup and you're not going out to a club, or it's not a fashion shoot, or you know, any other reason why you would wear bright makeup, but you want to, just do it. You know, you only live once. That's my theory on it. You only live once, and you may as well have fun with it. So yeah, so this is me blending. It's a very, very boring process, but like I said, do it slowly and you get more out of it than doing it super, super quickly and messing it up. And I would fast forward these bits, but I don't edit my videos, so. I guess I will eventually edit my videos. I will get around to being less lazy and doing it. And I'll probably have more viewers. Because some people are probably like, I'm not watching all of this. I'm not watching a 40-minute video. I have a life. Yeah, I don't blame you. Right, so blending done. Actually, I'm just gonna blend the purple a bit more. There we go. Right, so that is done. So I like going quite dark with my eyeliner and stuff, so I'm going to use my black eye pencil and I'm just going to do the waterline. Yeah, because when I was younger, and I'm still going to clubs and stuff like that, this kind of makeup is the only time I wore. I would only wear this type of makeup when I was going out clubbing and stuff. But now I'm just like, psh, I don't care. I'm going to wear it whenever I want. Okay, now to the brows. Like I've said in my other videos, I do them quite natural. I don't like to go over the top. And I'm going to use that colour there, which is out of the Warm palette from Elf. Yeah, Elf. Just looked into my light and I'm blinding myself. And I'm just using the Barry M angled brush, and I'm just filling in. I'm not really shaping all that much. Because can you see the difference, like between that one and that one? I've got like gaps and stuff within the eyebrow, so I just want it to be more one block. Now I never used to do my eyebrows until last couple of months. Occasionally I would do it if I was actually spending more time. Like, the whole makeup thing for me is relatively a new thing. Like, 6 years ago, you wouldn't be able to get a makeup on me or a dress, even a dress on me. And then all of a sudden, I just really got into makeup, and I think it was because I discovered how many companies out there that were suitable for vegetarians and vegans, and you know, and I got into the whole cruelty. I've always been anti-cruelty, and you know, with my products and stuff, but it kind of like really set in for me with makeup. So yeah, I think that's the reason why I got so into it, and then I find myself really enjoying it, and I think again that's probably the artisticness in me, like, ooh, I can do this colour and I can do this design, so excuse me. Right, okay, so that is done. I'm not going to put any eyeliner on, like on the top of my eye, because I do that a lot and I just kind of want to do something a little different. If you do, you could like just put it in. Actually, I might do that, but I'll do it with pencil instead of the Blink. I think I need to get a new one actually. I need to get. I'm gonna try the Elf one next, the Elf liner. It's got a really thin applicator, so I'm just gonna put it in the very corner of my eye, just to add a little bit more depth, because as I said before, I was going to add black, but I don't think I am this time, so just in the corner. And that's it. It just, the wing effect, it elongates your eyes, and this will have elongated my eye slightly. Just going to blend that in slightly, just so it like graduates nicely. Whereas that one has already, but that one just needed a little bit of help, you know. Right, okay, so powder. I'm running out of powder desperately. I need to buy some tomorrow, like desperately, but I'm just going to use the Lily Lulu one, which is almost pretty empty. It is now empty, so I'm going to have to do a I've said it in my other videos, but this brush is fantastic for those people who use mineral foundation. There's barely any fallout with this brush. It's fantastic. So yeah, that's what it looks like. And that's what it looks like. It's really compact. It's a really nice brush. It's really soft and it buffs in really well. Okay, so next I'm going to, I think I'm going to contour my face today. So again, go back to the warm palette. I don't have any contouring stuff, so I just use eyeshadow at the moment. I'm just going to use that colour, and then I'm going to use my contouring brush from Real Techniques. Shocking, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so I'm just going to buff that in slightly. And then to go next to it is my blusher that I always use because I love this colour. And it goes nicely with my face. And then I buff that in. I always have trouble this side. My eyeshadow tends to be better on this side than it does this side, and then my contouring tends to be better on this side than it does this side. I don't know why. I do. It's my boobs. They get in the way. Okay, and then you can contour your nose, which I think I'll do for a change. I don't put too much on because you can tell with me quite distinctively that I've contoured my nose. And then I'm just going to get a white just to highlight the middle. Again, eyeshadow. I'm just going to use, again, my contour brush just to blend that in. I think it's because I'm a little scared of contouring, because I don't do it very often. That's not too bad, is it? Right, okay, so that is done. All that's left to do is my mascara. And again, I'm going to be using the Las Vegas because it's my all-time favourite. So, at the root and wiggle up. And then just add length. So, at the root. Make sure you don't have a lot of excess mascara at the root, on your brush I mean, and wiggle up. That's me poking myself in the eye. As you can now see, I've got it all over underneath my... Oh, that hurt! Best time to do it as well on a video. Well done, Batman. So that bad boy's going to start watering any second, so... And it was quite painful. Don't do that. I just need to get rid of that. Oh, Bethan. You never ever do it. Ever do it. When you're not recording and then shebang. Oh, you're recording, are you? Oh, are you? You're going to poke yourself in the eye me see. There we go. Just poked yourself in the eye. Anyway, so I'm just going to blend back those colours because I lost them slightly because I had to remove some of the eyeshadow. Now, see, this would be a good time to edit and show that, you know, I am a total professional. I know what I'm doing. I don't poke myself in the eye. No. I don't know. It's probably better that I did show you because that's the realisticness of it. You are going to do things wrong, and you may poke yourself in the eye with your mascara wand. It's because I'm talking. Anyway, add length. And again, try not to poke yourself in the eye. Shit, damn. I've done it again. There we go. Lips. Just remove any. You can leave it on and it can be a base for you. That's up to you. What am I going to do? What lipstick? I think. I'm going to go for a bit of orange. Ooh la la. Now I'm just going to put my e.l.f. lip blocker on. Some people might be like, you're putting too much colour on your face. I don't care. I would say to a parrot, you got too much colour in your tail, would you? No. So, okay. So this is the lip lacquer crayon from Barry M, and it's number 3, and it's an orange shimmer. It's not super intense, so even though if it was, I'd still rock it. There we go. It looks more corally on the video, but that's the end result, everybody. So the lights that I have kind of washes out the colours slightly, but you kind of get the idea. There will be photos as well, so, and then those are the lips. You do need to get, like, for instance, my face looks like quite blotchy, like in this area and these areas, but in real life they're not. It's just the lighting, and I've just blinded myself. Anyway, so yeah, that is the end result. So I hope you liked it. I'm now going to go and do a haul video. Yes! Yeah, so if you please like the video or subscribe on like my social other networking, everything will be down below. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it and I hope you get inspiration to use this in the future. Okay, bye!